Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. We are back for a new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 10, Episode 1, NDAs and DNA. And I didn't think I would be back, but I'm back. And since I'm here reviewing this show for y'all, for the free 99 because I am still trying to get remonetized, please do your girl a favor. It's completely free. It don't take no time. Hit the like button if you enjoy this type of content. Subscribe to my channel. It's always growing, okay? That never stops. Like the video, comment, let me know you stopped by. I'm still excited. I just got done another panel interview with On the Spot Live. Be sure to subscribe to their channel. We interviewed Loco from BMF. Great interview. So that will be soon to come. So turn on your community tab, subscribe, look at my community tab, turn on your post notifications. I'll be sharing that information. Last week, we did a panel interview with my girl, Monique Nicole. Be sure to subscribe to her channel as well, where we interviewed Duffy from the same show, BMF. So shameless plug. Just wanted to get a little church announcements out there. But most importantly, help your girl to remonetize so I can stay on the YouTube. Now let's go ahead and get into this mess because we didn't know if they was going to bring it without Melody Cherie. But they said we're going to bring the mess either way. Okay. First of all, let's just clear the air and get the elephant out the room. That intro has to be the worst intro I've ever seen on a reality TV show since reality TV show has become a thing. The worst one. The tug of war, the lighting, they were in prom dresses, pulling a rope, the end where they made it rain with confetti. Awful. You know what? The season gonna be like this. Y'all might want to keep it. But okay. And also Miss Wanda is back. Who was surprised? Not me. Melody's not here. So everybody who couldn't be a part of the show is now a part of the show. Miss Wanda is back. We seeing pictures of coleslaw. Anything goes now. Martell get almost in every scene. I know he happy that he can get that check. Okay. Now I know he's sad that he can't see his ex-wife because he loves to see his ex-wife. But I know he's sad. He's sad about that, but he's happy that he can film again. He need the money. We know it. Okay. So we start off with Tisha and Marceau, the Scotts 1.0. Marceau said that in the Scott family, they have the longest first marriage of 19 years, and next year will be 20. And I said, dang, nobody say married longer than that. But that's neither here nor there. Shout out to them. He said, yeah, next year will be 20 years, a whole decade. And I said, now hold on, sir. Y'all know Marceau loved to troll. So either he playing with us or maybe I missed something in school. When did one decade equal 20? Child. Anywho, so Miss Wanda arrives and everybody looks like they are not happy to see her, including the children, but whatever. She immediately gets into the mess, okay? And she's talking about this is one thing I don't like about this show currently in the last few seasons, especially. They're always talking about what happened in the blogs, always talking about what happened online, always talking about what the streets said, what happened on the internet. Everybody don't keep up with Carlos. Everybody don't keep up with this cast outside of the show. I don't. Like, I know a lot of people don't. If I see something here and there, then okay. If it slides across my desk and I happen to see it, fine. But I'm not going around searching for information when it comes to this cast. So they talking in code and talking about stuff that happened behind the scenes. Everything's always off camera. Nothing's ever caught on camera. Then we, the people sitting there like, what are y'all talking about? What are you talking in code about? But okay, I digress. So she's talking about Martell, and she's hinting at, now a lot of us were aware that Martell and his side chick turned girlfriend that he settled for did an interview with Marceau's alleged side piece. That interview, from the few clips that I saw, looked like it was some straight up nonsense. It just looked like they were coaching the girl. Ariane was doing a lot of talking about what it takes to be, a mistress and a side piece. And it was whack. Like, keep it, boo. Tomatoes, corny. Ugh. I don't even know why Ariana was doing so much talking. Like, Martell is trying to replicate what he had with Melody. He will never have that again. He'll never have that again, okay? He won't have what he had with Melody again. But anywho, so, but that was awful to say the least. Just had to reiterate. So the conversation went absolutely nowhere because she's trying to get information out of him. He acting like she's speaking another language, like he don't know what she's talking about. Just a mess. Now, Miss Wanda started getting upset because she like, look, you embarrassing my family and hurting my daughter, even though she's a willing participant and she won't leave and she loves it there. So Tisha claims in her confessional that Marcel is her protector, okay? He will be her protector. Shout out to Beyonce. I said, protect where? I haven't seen Marcel protect Tisha, at least not on my TV, ever. Was he protecting you when Marcel called you slow last season? Okay, girl. Now, Miss Wanda does overstep. Okay, you got to stay out in people's marriage. I know that's your daughter. But they show flashbacks and stuff I done forgot about. And I've been watching since season 1 in real time. Okay, when the show came on, I was watching it. But I didn't remember Miss Wanda busting up in their bedroom like that. Like, girl, what did you do? First, it was Portia Mama on Cordell's bed, laying down eating pizza. And now this. I mean, no boundaries. I don't got no coof. My mama don't even come to my house unannounced, let alone wandering her up the steps and going to people's bedrooms. Now, that's a no-no. But okay. Tisha is not leaving. So, Ms. Wanda, if your son-in-law continues to disrespect her, she don't want to go. She wants to stay. She wants to be a wife. Leave it alone. So, and speaking of being a wife, I just hope Miss Wanda said she had 3 men last time we seen her. Her husband, who she was still married to, and her boyfriends. What's going on in your love life, Miss Wanda? That may be a little bit more interesting than what's going on here. But that's neither here nor there. So we see yet another battered woman, aka the Scots 2.0. And Kimmy is helping Maurice Jr. apply for college because she does everything around the house. Care for the child, cook, clean. I mean, the list can go on. While he just strolling in from a long day of lying or something like that. You know, allegedly, that's what I'm thinking. So Maurice uses this opportunity where they're speaking to his son about college and what to expect and to make sure you stay on a straight and narrow, stay on the right path, don't get caught up in that stuff. He wants to clear his name about this DUI stuff that I, quite frankly, forgot about and don't care about. But he wanted to make it clear because he's going to ask his son, oh, did your friends, did they see what happened with my DUI case? Or did they know what's going on with that? And he was like, I heard some things, but I wasn't really, it wasn't like the main topic of discussion. And so Maurice was like, oh, see, they love to talk about it when it's happened, but nobody was talking about the case when they got dismissed. Like, be quiet. Didn't they get dismissed on a technicality? Why are you acting like you got dismissed because you was innocent? That's why you got locked behind. But now I know everybody who get locked up is not always guilty. But it looked pretty guilty to me. But that's just how it looked to me. I mean, it got dismissed, so it don't matter. It don't matter. But don't be acting like, oh, what are you talking about when they got dismissed? So nobody cares. This is supposed to be about your son. He done got up and walked off somewhere while they still going on. So then they start talking about, Kimmy was like, oh, I'm showing, properties, this, that, and the other. And then he was like, Maurice was like, I'm so happy and I'm so glad to hear that. And it really is grinding my gears because I feel like she's doing that because that's what he wants her to do. Because if you remember a few seasons back, he was trying to push her out there to really get, put both feet in and indulge in real estate full time and give up nursing. Now, I know a lot of things took place and she was dealing with cancer and all the things. I'm glad she's better now. She looks great. But I really feel like she was enjoying being a nurse. And he was like pushing her not to do what she went to school for and what she wanted to do. Like not pushing her so he can take care of her. No, pushing her to work and do the type of job he want her to do. And I just, girl, that's the man that you waited 7 years for, slid in his DM, took your son to the barbershop while he was married. Never mind. I'm going to leave it alone. But anyway, Scott Manor was mentioned. And Kimmy stated that Tisha was tired of living in that cramped up rental property, which is actually not a rental property, but really their real home. She's ready to move. Child, it's better than that apartment they was living in. I mean, goodness. Tisha better get comfortable. Scott Manor ain't happening no time soon, if ever. Okay? It's giving sticks, twigs. You know what? I hate to go back to Real Housewives of Atlanta again, but if Sheree got it built in 20 years, I guess y'all can too. But by the time y'all get that home built on Scott Manor, all 3 of them children will be grown. But okay. That's just all my speculation, but I'm probably right. Anywho, Chris Fletcher and his side chick signing NDAs, or him saying that Maurice and Marcel had their side chick signing NDAs. That little comment from last season when he was sitting with Melody, I forgot what he was eating, popcorn or something. That came back up. And Maurice, Kimmy asked her husband, did you have any side chicks sign any NDAs? And it's like a humiliation ritual or something. Like, I don't know why she asks these things on camera as if he's going to say the right thing. He always wants to say the wrong thing and humble her and embarrass her. Like, he makes it his life mission to say the wrong thing. But Maurice said, I've never had any side chick sign anything. I ain't had no side chick sign no NDA. So Kimmy said, now wait a minute, hold on. That's not what we rehearsed. You were supposed to say, I don't have any side chicks. Remember? And he was like, what's wrong with what I said? I said what I said. I never had any side chicks sign any NDAs. Girl, he told the truth the first time. Stop trying to force a different answer. Do we know if he has any side chicks? No one legitimate came forward. Only Martell being a gossip girl. But do I think that he might have had some? Yeah. But we don't have any, proof or anything. So he may or may not have them. And if he does, they didn't sign nothing. Next, Destiny says that she has been licensed in real estate for 19 years. She's having a meeting with somebody, a broker, about something that probably ain't going nowhere. Child, they had to film a scene. It was do y'all watch Bell Collective? When is that coming back on? If you watch Bell Collective, remember when Letitia over there, but she goes by Letitia for some reason, when she hired that extra to sit at her desk in her maid for TV office, because I don't know what she be doing in there. No one's ever in there doing anything. It's a Letitia Enterprise. When she hired that extra to sit at the desk and make it seem like she had an employee, like, what's going on? That's what this little meeting was giving. Like, who is that? But okay. But now I understand. Destiny said, I've had a real estate license for 19 years. Was your license in Alabama? Is that why you didn't put it to use? Because we know she's not originally from Huntsville. She came to get married for a year and get divorced. And that ain't no shade. Because I had got married when I was young and got divorced real quick too. So I'm just, we walking down memory lane. The show ain't been on for a while, so I got to refresh your memory. But I know a lot of people are thinking, well, girl, why didn't you use your real estate license before when you said you was at the applying for government assistance, getting food stamps and scamming, stealing, and putting things in your ex-husband's name? While you were going to prison multiple times and getting mugshot t-shirts made, why didn't you just use your real estate license? I know that everybody don't make money off real estate, okay? There's people I work with in corporate right now who had to come back to the corporate office because real estate wasn't hitting on nothing for them. But she never did clarify why she spent so much time on that beauty supply store with no beauty supplies and why she didn't just get into real estate when the whole premise of the show was initially for them to build up the block, for them to build homes and property all around Huntsville, Alabama. Why are you coming in here talking about some beauty supply store when you had a real estate license? Girl, I got to see this license. I don't really believe it. But Martell arrives. Child, he just arriving everywhere. Where does he live now? So she talking about something, I got a gift for you. And he was like, that looked like that candle I ordered 6-7 months ago. Destiny, if you're going to be delivering stuff that late to people who live in your same city, it's time to let that go, baby. It's time to let it go. Shout out to Watch Your Mouth Reviews, Mrs. Best. Those are my folks. I was over there on their channel a couple weeks ago. Be sure to check that replay. We were talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. And my girl, Kiwan, a fellow YouTuber here, we were in the chat and they were talking about Huntsville. And Kiwan mentioned that Destiny is selling her candles for $60 a pop for a 3-wick. And I said, I know you lying. I go to Bath and Body Works. They have a sale on 3-wick candles every weekend. Yankee candles don't cost that much. I go to Walmart. I will make a candle before I sit up there and pay some $60 for a candle, especially for a Madani candle. Girl, please. The jokes write themselves. You know, I need Destiny to go on and get on Indeed. It's time to start punching the clock. It's time to go back to work, sister. Because whatever you're doing here, I know you're trying to use this platform and make it do what it do. It ain't hitting on nothing. It's time to get a job. But anyway, Martell said that he's putting coleslaw through nursing school. I thought she was already a nurse. See, that's what I get for not keeping up on what's going on off the show. He said he regrets calling Ariane a peasant now. Girl, this the man you laid down and had a child with? Oh my God. Whew. And he basically said in so many words, and you know, this just in so many words, okay? I'm paraphrasing. He said if she keeps being a dummy, then she may get a ring one day. She gonna wait for it too. Child. Now, Destiny lets us know that Lance just had a baby. Was it with his estranged wife? Wasn't he going through a divorce last season, or did I miss something? So apparently Martell was posting stuff online because that's how she phrased it. And I'm assuming she's talking about that interview where he tried to out the Scotts, especially Marsau and that side piece. Destiny basically was saying, like, look, you're better than this. You didn't have to go so low. Like, the Martell I know is better than this. And I said, is he? Even he was like, no, I'm not. Okay? Stop trying to put that on me. I go as low as you can get. So Destiny tells Martell he needs to get back to being the boss that she knows him to be. The real boss was Melody, okay? The cat has been out the bag long time ago, okay? That cat is full grown with kittens of its own. Cat been out the bag. Melody was the boss. She just propped Martell up there along with her because she was married to him and she didn't want nobody to know that she made a mistake. So Ken and Ken and Marquez meet in an abandoned warehouse. I guess the park or literally anywhere else was unavailable. Suddenly, they want to be friends and get this co-parenting relationship off the ground. They talking about vacationing together and play dates. When I heard Marquez mention play dates with his children, I about lost my mind. I almost turned my TV off. Play dates for those adults. One of them is legally grown, and the other one almost old enough to drive. And you talking about some play dates? When the last time you seen your children, Marquez? Oh my God, what's going on? I mean, I understand that the kids are a major part of the three of them, this love triangle. I know the children are part of their storyline. These are not little kids. These are not small children. Like, y'all have to be stopped. This is crazy. Okay? Play dates is insane. But anywho, otherwise, I'm all for a healthy co-parenting relationship. Children can't have too much love, okay? You're married, you get divorced, it don't work out, you move on, you remarry. Everybody got to be involved. It's what's best for the children. Except Trish and Marquez don't seem like they want to get divorced. It's not happening. There's no divorce in sight. Trish doesn't want to be divorced. So I don't know why Ken is doing all of this work. Whew. Ken is not innocent now, but this here is crazy. But then at the same time, I don't really feel no empathy for him because he loves it there. He got an opportunity to watch this back on TV, and he chose to stay there. It's not Marquez being that baby daddy who's always bringing drama. No, he's not the problem. Trish is the problem because she don't want to divorce that man. The line will be because the reason why Marquez feels like he can come and go and he can kind of do what he wants and he can jump in and out and talk however he want to talk is because he's still married to her. That's his wife. Anyway, the Fletchers, they have 2 new grandchildren. Lance and Chris Jr. both had daughters. I was going to be like, I wonder if Chris Jr., anybody going to get married or anything, because I know they pride themselves on that. But then I had to remember, wasn't Chris married when he got with Linnell? Anyway, so Martell is still making his rounds. So now he at their house because he trying to make up for those missed checks when Melody was on the show. Even though I believe she still can producer credits, but she can't be behind all this. So bottom line is Nell was upset about some picture being leaked about her shaking hands with Ariane somewhere at some Kentucky Derby thing. I guess she didn't want to look like she was being disloyal or Summer Walker got me about to say unloyal, child. Disloyal to Melody. Melody's not on the show anymore. You can shake hands with whomever you want. You were just greeting the person. It's not like y'all were best of friends and y'all was kicking it and going out the country together. It's not that deep. They just got to have something going on because, don't nobody care about them new grandbabies. I mean, congratulations, but unless we're going to see them on camera, I don't want to keep hearing about this all season. So Marcel said he wasn't behind it. He looks suspicious like he always do. I feel like everything he say is a lie. I don't trust nothing that come out that man's mouth. Even when he's telling the truth, he looks suspicious, so it makes it look like he lying. But anyway, the Fletchers mentioned that they mentioned the Scotts and Tisha going on, I guess, Carlos King's podcast, basically exposing Martell for, things that he did in college. Like he tried to expose her. You don't get to expose her and then get mad when she returns the favor. Okay. You talked about her sleeping with men in college, and she talked about you sleeping with men in college. I call it even. Fair game. Anyway, Martell calls Tisha smart and dumb at the same time. I need Marcel to stand up. This lady is using terms like protector, and this man literally, your husband heard this man call you slow, dumb, and everything under the sun, everything but a child of God. And he has yet to say anything. Last season, he made her sit down and take this verbal attack. She was trying to leave. He made her listen to it. Because you know why? Marcel is saying everything that Marceau really want to say about his wife. And I know y'all don't like Tisha. She is an intelligent woman, educated woman. Common sense may not always be there, but she's a very educated, intelligent, smart woman. Degreed up, okay? And her husband just letting her sit there while this man is talking to her. Like, I wish I would. Oh my goodness. And it's one thing to be with this man and not want to leave because you want to save face. It's another thing to be saying he's your protector. Girl, protecting what? And then trying to pass it off as I'm taking the high road. Listen, I ain't saying you got to go out and fight nobody, but you have a mouth and you use it. You got to pipe up on everybody else. Speak up and defend your wife. So Martell asks if Lance had a baby on Destiny. Didn't they say it was some kind of situationship? If they weren't really together, then how did he have a baby on her? Like, Marcel's so messy talking about, I love the kids. We know. Got any more out there that we need to know about Martell? So we see Trish and Ken driving around, and it looks so awkward because Ken reached over like he was trying to hold Trish's hand, but he was holding her wrists because she had her hands clasped like this. Like she was like she could not be bothered. Like she really don't like that man like that. She really don't like him for real. She didn't want to be touched. And I need him to know. Now, they said allegedly they might have broken up later on this season. I don't know if it was just for, a storyline, but something got to give. If you ain't going to marry the man, at least let him hold your hand. Goodness. So they're building an at-home gym. Makes sense for them to be into that. Does he still drive trucks? Or is he just making this his full-time job? I hate to bring it back to Bell Collective. But remember Glenn was over there the first season talking about he was out catching fish for work. After that first season, we didn't see him go back to work ever again. He said, this is my new job. Okay. Me being a reality show husband is my new employee. My new employer. Okay. I'm employed by my own television. I don't got to work my 9 to 5 no more. Y'all keep on. You're going to be going that Destiny route. So they discuss Marquez because nothing else is going on. And then later on, we see Trish's friend come over for a visit. It's her friend that she met at the gym. Do y'all just meet people y'all just meet people outside and exchange numbers? Like sometimes I want to, because I'm like, how do you make new friends as an adult outside of like the workplace? Do you just, because sometimes you'll be out and you'll talk to somebody and I'll be like, oh man, she was so cool. Like I can see myself hanging out with her in real life. And then the conversation ends, and it's just like, well, nice knowing you. Bye. And we just never speak again. Like, I can't see myself being like, you know what, girl? I come to the gym on Tuesdays, and so do you. Take my number. Let's hang out. Let me come to your house. Like, how do we get there? I got to, expand my horizons, okay? So they start talking about Trish and her love triangle when suddenly Marquez walks in. Excuse me. Now, it seems like he was dropping his daughter off, which, okay, fine. Why did you need to come inside? Stop at the door. You don't live here. This ain't your house. What are you walking in to do exactly? Like the girl's inside safely. And then you came in mic'd up, ready to film. Okay, so anyway. You don't walk in nobody's home without without an invitation. I don't care if they filming or not. So Marquez and her friend Sharon immediately start getting into it. Now, Sharon came on a little too hot. Sharon, you trying to have a moment? Everybody trying to get a little piece of this own network pie. Who are you? Why do you have so much to say? This man, you literally said you've never met this man before. Why do you have so much to say? Why are you speaking on it so hard? Like, what's going on? Now, Marquez is like, you got so much to say about me. You don't know me. And he's right. You only literally know what Trish told you. And we know Trish don't mind telling a lie. And not a good one either. So then Trish starts going at it with Marquez. So she just can't wait to get her licks in. There's just too much passion between these two. Like, I know sometimes things can get heated when you just don't like somebody. But it's too fresh. It's too passionate. Like, it ain't over. The feelings are still there. It's too much passion between the two. Because they start arguing about stuff that ain't had nothing to do with anything. I was there for you. I've been there for you all these years. What are we talking about? Yeah, it ain't over. Even though Marquez did make a statement when he said that Trish took the daughter to dance class instead of to his father's funeral. Now that sounded a little crazy to me. Did she not know her grandfather? Like, what's going on? What? To dance class? She can't miss a day of dance? And I got a daughter in dance, so I don't want to hear it. But anyway. So Trish and Marquez's son come out because he heard them hooting and hollering. And he know the cameras is rolling. He told his dad to go outside. That's the second time he had to act like the father. And the father got to act like the son. So then Marquez is like, oh, my son, this is my saving grace and all this stuff. Didn't he tell you go outside? Why are you still in here talking? And he was like, oh, it's crazy what you doing to them. How you putting them in this? And then Trish was like, oh, whatever her son's name is, am I putting you in this? Am I doing anything to you? I did not like that. I did not. Why are you including your son in this? Okay? Why are y'all doing that? Like, it's one thing to make mention that you have children or whatever. But like, how embarrassing is that? Now everybody gonna be talking because people watch the show. They kids his age, their parents probably watch the show. Like, this stuff can come out and his parents is on TV arguing. It's just a mess. Like, it's just please. He said get out. Son always got to be a voice of reason. So I'm like, what happens off camera? Y'all comfortably doing this a full-blown camera crew with the door wide open so that the neighbors can hear. Some loose friends sitting on the couch. It's a mess. The daughter ran off to her room because she cannot be bothered. So that's where the episode ends. You know, I know that Ken and Marquez was getting along for now, but then we see like a preview, a little mini trailer for the season, and it looks like that was short-lived. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the first episode. Wasn't bad. You know, we just getting back into it. Be sure to drop a comment, like, and subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.